quite a while, and the problem was is that fucking I had it unlisted. Yeah, so it's cracking with everybody, man. Let me see chats and stuff. Let me see live chat. See as they come in. Let me know if you can hear me too. What's up with it, man? Sanjo Blanco for weight. Free Palestine, huh? Ruben C, what's cracking, brother? How you doing, man? Tapped in, the Raider. Salvador Apodaca. What's up with it, man? Rafa Garcia. Yay, yay! What's up with it, man? Drake money, huh? Wish I had some Drake money. Shit. Fuck. Excuse my language. You gotta stop cussing. No, I'm in the car because it's actually kind of cooler out where I'm at, man. You know what I'm saying? I could be up in the house, but it's a better setting. I haven't set up my apartment yet with the settings and shit. So, but Loca's your sister, bro? Is that really your sister, Ruben? Tap in, man. I mean, you know each other a long time, man. Frank Lopez Sr. What's cracking, man? So we got 29 people in here, man. Hey, shouts out to Wino Perez, man. You know what I'm saying? From Sanjo, former Carnal, right? Um, it's a good thing that I did not tap in, right? And speak about Skip, right? As far as when they were in San Quentin, as far as in the PC section. And I told everybody, I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. I was trying to figure it out because I wasn't going to spit. I wasn't going to speak bad on Skip. They were put there by administration for whatever reason, and they eventually came out. So that's one thing I want to address real quick on that, man. And that was the main thing. Um, but people kept on hounding me. Let me see, Alfred. Let me see. You know what's a trip though? Is you see the people who are trying to instigate sometimes, right? And what's the one thing they talk about? Oh, I'm biased towards Southsiders, which is not true, or because I put in situations to where Southsiders, got the best of the homeboys, where they carved the homeboy up, or where the AB hit a homeboy, or the Bisons rushed a homeboy. Nobody wants to hear that. But whenever I'm talking about how the North Daniels did whatever they did on the yard, people have a problem with it, man. I think it's them that are biased towards North Daniels. It's not me, to be honest with you, because I've told stories about me getting rushed by some fucking Nazi lowriders before. You know what I'm saying? And I've always kept it like real, whatever the situation is, or as real as I know it. Does that make sense? You have a little mustache, man. Roll doesn't do lives. That's not in the equation. He comes on a couple videos, whatnot. That's it, man. So I got some more changes coming pretty soon. Like I guys told you guys, man. I didn't like the direction of where ACP was going on YouTube, right? And I felt like we deserved a little bit more recognition for the channel that we've been, and as far as starting this shit out before a lot of motherfuckers did. You know what I mean? And so I told myself in November that was my whole plan was quit bullshitting. Let's get this together. Let's put these stories out there that I should have been putting out there a long time ago. Let's tap in with different people that I know, and I'm gonna continue to do that. You know what I'm saying? As long as you guys are, it's not gonna always just be NF stuff. It's gonna be Sureños, MA, other cars as well, right? But see, right now I'm working on basically the timeline of everything that's happening in the feds. You go and take it to the fight. You know what I'm saying? I can't even go live and have it uninterrupted, man, without fucking being accused of bullshit, man. So fucking that shit is some bullshit. People are fucking crazy, man. There's nothing to respond to Texas prison stories because I never ever said anything negative. In fact, I posted up that one little reaction on the other channel, and I just left the videos up, and they're self evident. It's kind of funny that someone asked me for some stuff, and they got at me, and it ended up going to him. They were asking for him on some Texas stuff. So there's no issues, there's no beef, there's no funk, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I, you know, it's unfortunate, right? How life could be sometimes, all right. That no matter what you do, you may not make everybody happy. Like right now, like I got other things that are more important than to worry about some fucking what I can and cannot do. I've been slowly establishing myself. So I get told stuff like I'm fucking trash and I'm all this shit, right? For what? Because I'm just being myself? Because I don't do what other people want me to do? I don't know. I don't get it, man. It's interesting. You know, I got out of jail. I had nothing, right? No money, nothing. My house was fucking robbed. I lost everything, right? And people expect you to get everything together like that. It's fucking sad. And when you're trying to get there, instead of being supportive, you find out where really people are at with all the negative bullshit, man. And that's why I've been pretty much rocking on my own everywhere I go. You know, and I don't have nothing against anybody, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the truth of it. You know, and it's better for my mental state. Like people were like asking, like, well, what about this person, this person? You know what, man? If they ain't doing it to my face, I'm not tripping off them because if I get worked up, it's all bad. It's not a good thing. So it's better for me to let a lot of shit go. Well, because you know what, man, I let a lot of things that was going on in my life personally, right? A lot of shit that was going on back then on YouTube, all the bullshit, you know, from the picture to all the fucking false things, right? That was affecting my home life, if you get what I mean. And so I'm not gonna allow this is a job. I treat it like a job now. I'm not gonna let what happens outside of here affect what I got going on here. You get what I'm saying? It's just not gonna happen. Man, you gotta go. See, I'll let you go if you gotta sit there and tell me what to do or what like that. You gotta go. It's just that's how it's gonna be. But everything is pretty much going for the most part. Everything's going good, man. You know, it is what it is. I've still got shit going on next week. I gotta find out what's going to happen with my court case, man. You know, you got people dwelling into that and shit. It's hella fucking crazy. What's up, Sacred Hurt? Nothing, brother. I I didn't have time to drop a video tonight, right? So I decided to go live. Fast ass Dave. What energy am I supposed to have? Let me see how long this dude's been. You know what I mean? Let me do this real quick. No, I know they have. How did I deem you no good, Chicago? No, you're starting. I mean, is that Chicago dumb for reals right there? No, okay. I was about to say shit. What's up? What's up for middle? Okay, yeah. He shut down playing games sometimes. I'm sometimes more serious. I gotta fucking start. If you guys knew the fucking joking side of me, it'd be all bad. Hey, Angelo. Gotta do what you gotta do, Dan. I feel it, man. Let me see. Y'all notice how everyone that was hating on Flacco don't have no day ones. You come on here and all day, the day ones are here. There's been a few that were upset about a couple of things, man, and that's on them though. I can't control how they feel about certain things. You know what I mean? But for the most part, like, look, I've had a couple of people like feel that because they're day ones that they could tell me what I'm gonna do or what I shouldn't do, and that doesn't work with me. I'll listen to you if you respectfully fucking talk to me, but when you come fucking, you remember those messages I sent you for middle? You don't come at somebody like that, man. Free the actors. Ghetto is what ghetto is. I don't know, man. Fucking people don't make me put you on blast. All right, Goyle. Most definitely. Who else is up in there? What's up, Ghost Recon? Every day you have great content. Yeah, man. The content. I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna let nobody or no person or nothing gonna fucking disrupt me when I have to fucking work. And that's pretty much what was happening before, man. I didn't have my head right. I wasn't putting my energy into it. If you guys know me when I first came on here, right? Um, Years ago, man, I had a lot of energy. I was doing a lot of stuff, man. I don't have a link, Sacred. You know, and somewhere I got lost. You know, I was actually talking to a couple people about that. I got lost somewhere in there, man, and you know, shit just got all fucking. It just got all fucked up for a while, right? And right now, it's everything's going a little bit better, man. My mental state's a lot better. Um, See, I'm not used to having people do the shit that they do, and I can't reach out and touch them. You know what I mean? That's the problem, fucking, that I was having adapting to that. You know, or being attacked and then fucking seeing them not attack other people who've done the same things or fucking whatnot. It's like, dude, you realize this person did this and that? It's like, it makes no sense to me, man. Um, Free Swifty. California. Oh, I put a comment. I was waiting for him to say that. I was going to actually tell him that. To be honest with you, man. You know, yeah, that whole, you know, that was good for him that he got views, but that whole thing was kind of a little bit. It wasn't what we were trying to fucking put out there, man. You gotta sometimes be careful because you got people that will jump on you over any little misstep or misword that you fucking say, man. You know, it's like shit. Like if you listen to the video about Skip being in PC, right, with Tibbs and all them, I never said how or what or knew anything. I kind of was very careful in how I approached it. And then a couple of people got at me and told me that it was administration that locked them up over there in A section, right? So kind of, yeah, they were there in A section, which was PC, but they weren't there at their own fucking request. This is where the staff put them. And when they were eventually able to get out of there, they got out of there. But you see how people kind of will twist it, will say, oh, I was saying this, that. No, I answered the question that many of you guys were asking and said, yes, it was true. He was there. And I'll still say the same thing. He was there. But why he was there, did he request it? No. You know, That's like being placed in the hole. You have no choice if they put you in the hole. You're gonna go where you gotta go. Um, but yeah, that was one thing that was important that I kind of got to address, man. I didn't want people to think that I was, trying to put a title or label on it, but I wasn't gonna lie either, though. You know, you know what? I gotta give a lot of people wrenches back, man. You know what I'm saying? I took a lot of people's one time, man, because a lot of shit was going on. I'll trim the mustache later. I just gave you one, Chachi. I don't know if that's a safe thing, though, man. We do need more moderators, though, because they be doing damage. So say if someone makes a stupid comment, you could block them. You could put them on timeout. Yeah, my next goal is to get the hopefully in like a month or two I can get the setup kind of like for the reaction channels. I like doing reactions, but I want to do more. The reason why I'm keeping my reactions simple is because I need the right equipment. As soon as I get the right equipment, I'm gonna do like 2 or 3 reactions a week because the channel's monetized. But that's to be more on topics that I want to do. It's not about necessarily about the money, you know. And that's that thin line that we kind of walk in doing this. Is that for me, sometimes not every video is gonna have a positive message. Sometimes the message is gonna be raw and true, right? And that's to keep things wet and fresh because people want to be entertained too that are on here. And hopefully, fucking, you drop enough seeds that resonate, and hopefully it helps somebody. You know, Lucky Local deserves it too, man. Rafa too. I appreciate the support lately, man. In the situation with what's interesting? I found out about DC and Chuco, right? That all their statements have already been disclosed as far as what they said in those interviews. They're just trying to have them not be used because of the way it happened. Like they're basically saying that I think there's more to it. Basically, they're saying they were coerced in the surroundings in which they were. So there was maybe some statements that shouldn't have been made. I don't give a fuck what fucking situation you're in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows a Familiano is not supposed to even acknowledge any time there's an indictment. You're supposed to just fucking keep it pushing. You're not even supposed to go fucking talk or anything. I think fucking this is an assumption, guys. I think fucking Cornell was back there fucking talking about he can't go to the feds. That's what I honestly think, and that's an assumption. But and people say, "Oh, I don't like Cornell." No, I don't like Cornell, man. Carlitos was my boy. When that shit happened with Carlitos, that was fucked up. Even though he made it out of it, just fucking he didn't deserve it. That was one of my mentors. That's why I feel a strong way about it. You know. And the fucked up thing about it was one of my other mentors was the one that was fucking pushing it when he got to Corcoran. I got some ones though, but I'm not going to talk about because I don't want fucking the feds knocking on my doors and other people's doors. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of shit that was happening at that time, man. Um, the Fed stuff that happened in federal prison that came from about 3 different sources. You know what I'm saying? And and I really thoroughly cross-check those. And there's every once in a while that I'll get my wires crossed in some of those stories. for the most part, they're accurate though, you know. And that's all you can do when you're being given a story. That's all you can do. And see, what I seen Renegade Media doing the Mexican Mafia stories, right? And then I seen fucking then Boxer started, copying fucking Renegade, right? I'm like, okay, they're getting views. What could I do to get this channel back on track? And I said, you know what? Let's talk about the shit that was going on in the feds. Nobody's done that. Nobody could say I copied anybody, even though I've been copied hella times in the past, right? And it won't be an issue. So that's why I've gone that route. And so if anybody has any questions why I've been doing it like this, that's the reason why. Can you imagine the kind of comments I probably would get if I would have started doing MA stories? You know? And plus, I'm talking about something that I'm really know and understand was a part of. It's not like it's something that, I witnessed and experienced. It's kind of hard to talk about some of the other groups unless you were a member or part of that. So you're more likely to have errors, you know, and you're more likely to offend some people. Daly City Norte. I mean, worst. All that's gonna happen is they're gonna send him to a medical center, bro, and then some youngster's gonna go over there and fucking push him down the stairs on his wheelchair. Seriously, that's what's gonna happen. I don't like that dude. And DC doesn't, DC wouldn't even talk to acknowledge North Daniels. To be honest with you, ask anybody that. He got he got to the point in Solano where unless you were a cat 3 with 10 plus years, he wouldn't acknowledge you, man. So both them both them dudes fucking true colors fucking showed once everybody was gone, huh? And they wanted to give him a pass. Seriously. Hey, my opinion is not always going to be right, though. You know what I mean? Do take heed that there's a difference between the perspectives, opinions, and facts. You know, and the way I'm presenting the story happened, but it's as it was told to me. So I'm trying to do the best to not put too much on it, but at the same time keep it real. I'm not going to not say something just because it may offend a Wood or a Southsider or a Northerner. If this is how the story is being told and people are corroborating, I'm going to tell it like it is. And that's why I'm open to anybody from down south, from Texas, that wants to sit there and provide some stories for me to tell them. I'm open to telling those stories. And as long as they check out and I can corroborate most of what you're telling me, I'm going to run it exactly how it's said. GBG going to the feds. I don't know, man. I really don't know about that. What's up, Juan Perez, man? I was just talking about you a second ago, man. I said I appreciate you. I had a lot of people asking about Skip, man, and I didn't want to do that video, and I had to dance around it, man. And not knowing, I knew he was an asexual, but I didn't know the reason why, and so I didn't want to speak bad about it. And then you kind of came in and corroborated that you were there and they were placed there by administration. So I appreciate that, man. Because I had some people that were acting like I was trying to fucking cover for Skip and all that, because I've been supportive of the stuff that he did, and not supportive of what he did. I respect what he did when he hit the feds and what he was able to achieve. So gracias, carnal. You know, I. Hey, Black Thunder, you drinking again? That's not even a troll. Trust me, I guarantee it. Nitoko called me. I had for you earlier though. You guys see that? That's in regard to fucking. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, cause yeah, when I was you seen how I was dancing around. I'm like, there has to be a reason. I didn't know what the reason was, man. I just didn't understand it, but I couldn't deny it, you know. And people were acting like I was trying to avoid it to pretty much safeguard Skip's name. I'm thinking like, man, like I shouldn't have to safeguard shit. There's a reason why all this happened. Whatever it is, it is. You know what I mean? I heard spiders in the call, right? And somehow they were connecting with DC for one time, right? And they didn't know DC was on the phone. And I heard Spider was talking hell of shit. Say what you want about Spider, man. Spider's a little fucking degenerate, fucking with his shenanigans and all the bullshit, right? But he tries, right? He tries like a motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? It's not even ruthless. It's a true believer. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's a true believer. You know what I'm saying? He ready to go the distance, and that's why he everything that he did when he put the package together was to make sure that everything got out there right. You know, you got you got a man in the comments that I think is one of the names that he mentions in the history right now. He was there during the '80s when all that shit was going on with the North and South. You know what I'm saying? Um, I've read his name in the history a few times, so we're privileged to sometimes have people like that in the comments. You guys don't even know it. See, Raider said that's true. He was listening on the comment. I heard it. I heard it was fucking bad, man. How embarrassing. If Wino, hey Wino, if you're in here, man, you know I chopped it up with, man. Fucking you what's his name? Pina. Messages though. He was cool, man. He's trying to crack me up. He's like, he still seems like he's a fucking like how you say it? Not like that, but just someone that doesn't take no shit. Just I like to chop him up with him, man. Nah, I ain't doing that shit. Fucking, they got me over here. I don't understand this shit. Like, got me cracking up. Um, so I gotta remember that I'm an hour ahead of you guys, right? As far as on the clock. So sometimes I'm dropping videos. I don't realize how early I'm dropping them because I'm like an hour ahead of you guys. Taco stain. That's right. Shoot. Hey, Ghost Recon, thank you for that super chat too, brother, man. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, man. I don't know the extent of it. There's a couple errors I heard. I heard there was something that happened the night before. You know, this came from one person. Like I said, everybody's gonna have their different truth, man. So like stuff like that. If I'm not present, as long as the main story's right, what happened, and it's 85% correct, I'm content. You know, I'm not gonna get mad at fucking, oh, this homeboy took off on this homeboy. No, it wasn't that homeboy. If some story's a little bit, hey, we can all figure it out, right? That's right, brother. You know what I mean? D's? No, I didn't, Spuds. I did not get nothing from you, brother. Ghost Recon, though. You deserve it. I watch your content every day. I just don't post much, but I always hit the like button. I appreciate it, man. There's only one era of history where it's not too good. Is the 80s for some reason, man. That's the only part, man, where I know a little bit. I know about some things that happened, the changes in the NR and all that, right? Not much about the sea business at that time. That's the only area that there's limited information to me knowing is the 80s, and more so the mid to late 80s. SP what? I don't even talk about that dude. Oh, I know, but when you make one mistake, that fucking people fucking ridicule you forever, man. I know, like, all my shit that's mainly, it's sometimes when you get the new fresh stories that the facts don't come in, so I don't run stories like that no more. When I get them, I wait. But all the old shit is gonna be accurate, huh? For the most part. And and the thing is, right, is I'm not out to like expose anybody, right? I'll say that. Only time I'll expose someone for whatever they've done is if they're trying to hide it and trying to make other people and belittle people for why they've done the opposite. Um, it's not my business. It's not my concern. You know what I mean? But if I'm telling a story and this is what someone did, it doesn't mean I'm acting like I'm better than the next man. I'm just telling the story. I'm telling the truth. That's what people need to realize. You know, Mighty Mouse. It's like Wes Watson. Ain't nothing gonna happen to that dude. That dude, so be it. He did what he did. We know. I mean, I'm not hating on it. I'm just speaking the facts. And it's content. I'm gonna get views. There's certain things sometimes you got to do for views, and people don't realize that. You know, to keep your channel fresh and wet. What I mean by that is it's to draw attraction to it. Let me see. I was told Matt was stealing money. My homeboy told me, surprisingly, Matt still has lots of homies on his side or payroll. Yeah, he started working with them before he got hit. He was already working with the feds, guys. A lot of people don't know that. Homie Hangout said that a long time ago on Boxers Live. People didn't catch it, and it's true. I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's a trip. And people a lot like with Matt. Matt was a good dude. A lot of people liked him, but I think just whatever was happening politically, man. I mean, think about that. When you got 15, let's just keep it real. The only reasons why anybody that under Conejo, Chuco, and DC are mad is because they're not in those positions. If any one of them would have been offered those positions, they would have fucking been, oh, fuck the feds. I got this position. Straight up. You know what I mean? That's why they put everybody right in there. Look, man, look at the people that are holding positions, right? It's people from San Jose, all within that chain of authority. And Salinas has a lot of the feds. It's a trip if you really look at it. And I'm not saying it's designed that way, but think about it though. Why do you have so many people? And there's people in there that are not qualified. There's people that can qualify more than those individuals that are not holding certain ranks, because those people that should have time and grade at C's, right? You know what I'm saying? Are not holding positions. They pretty much are a threat to them. So you got dudes that have barely been C's or whatnot, don't have the education, and they're being put up in the general counsel, inner counsel, and whatnot, because those are basically their fucking individuals that are working with them. You know what I'm saying? But it's pretty much a wrap now, guys. It's done. Gangsters in Victorville right now from waiting for transit, right? Chuco and them should be leaving. That's going to be the one that's going to be interesting to see what happens. What's he going to do? Is what others say about what he did and what he says is going to be two different things. But he admitted to Matt and them that they started the fucking chain of command beforehand. So, that whole thing, this is what people don't get. When they established the Mesa, they violated and committed treason. The Constitution does not call for that under that. There's fucking basically reserves that could take the initiative. They should have just used those as acting roles, but they went too fucking far ahead with it. You know. So if you look at the bad end of history, well, while all the captains and generals are gone, you guys appointed yourself, and you didn't ask any of the other fucking cardinals that were still fucking in the state. So who's really at fault? And they had just appointed a certain amount of Cat 3s, and all those Cat 3s they had fucking demoted. So it's a big mess, man. I was saying no a couple weeks ago, right? But I went through the truth filter again. Fuck, I don't see what. I went through all those filters, right? Because I put them in today's video. And the shit that they were saying, well, the GAO office was fucking conejo, right? He has no business to say shit. That's the problem with that. Chuco, the thing is I have a liking for Chuco. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a pass with him. But it's not looking good. I'll tell you that right now. You know? Yes. I had someone get mad at me about that. It's like, you exposed all my friends in OBW. What the fuck? Motherfuckers were telling on me in OBW. I was getting told on. I got paperwork on that. I was being told on during Operation Black Widow. Shit. Hey, Sloppy Joe, appreciate that. You know? You know, I'm looking at that. I'm like, fuck, man. But everybody else could talk about OBW. But hey, because I said something about someone that you like, who I have no disrespect towards, who was a good cardinal for years, but I can't sit there and deny when something is true. Just like if it's talked about me, I can't deny certain things if it's true. You get what I'm saying? That's why I've always been transparent. You know, now it doesn't mean I have to rehash fucking every fucking month. Someone wants to rehash and have you explain your story. No, I don't have to explain it no more. Fucking go watch it on YouTube. You know what I mean? You know, I'll send you a video of it. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, Sloppy Joe, man. Yeah, it's been pretty good, guys. Man, yeah, the channel's going where it needs to go. It's building back up. Just when Rojo has gone on 3 videos, every one of them hasn't done too good. Do I know any Northern Riders? I know a very few. I've had discussions with them. I'm not against their movement, but I don't support their movement. And I've been like that since day one. Because I'd be a hypocrite in the life I previously led. I feel the movement is good for the people when you have those that are right in position. And I think that the movement should, respect its elders, right? But I think that they should be able to operate separate from the fucking cardinals on the lines and let them take care of their organizational business. Let the movement be the movement with its own governing body and without C's making decisions on anybody's career. But have a certain type of established fucking governing body that makes a decision, and still acknowledge the C's as, the supreme authority, but at the same time, not running what the Norteños do. Because too many Norteños got caught up in this shit, man. For years. And I don't think anybody should have a fucking detail team. Because when you're doing that, you're putting another man like he's God, like he's more important than you, that you have to, come on, man. Look what was going on in the feds, man. You had Skip and Bird and fucking Happy and all those dudes on the front line. These dudes have 8-man detail teams and shit. They start getting rushed, they're going to be fucking, like, you know what I mean? Fucking pushing motherfuckers in front of them so they don't get hit. They got all those, they got the detail teams and shit. They're going to be sacrificing their detail and shit. You know what I mean? That'd be fucked up. They see someone grab them by, they grab them too. Fucking throw them to the forefront. That shit, man. I had one SD on me one time, right? And that was in when I was fucking in San Quentin. And I told him I did not want it to be obvious. And it was fucking Cyclone from fucking the park, I think it was, that was holding that position. I said I didn't need it, but we actually had the what do you call the BGF in the BGF on the yard at that time. But nobody's half the time when I was places, people wouldn't know if I was running the, you know, either the prison or, second in command, whatever position it may have been. It was always usually something that was a leadership role. And so, but I didn't stand out back then as the one that people would think it would be, as far as even within other groups. One time I was shocked when I was in DVI and we were in formation, and I had a dude hit, and they were talking in the dropouts. They were talking about me, saying I'm the one that had such and such hit silent. Once if you drop, I mean, everything's a label, man, title, man. Like I have someone that every fucking other video, they have to jump in. Blacko, you did this and that. I've been a bro. I was a bro since '97 and shit, man. And I never disrespect this dude. He's from Fresno. I'm like, yeah, bro. But when you try to remove my boy Wicho, he fucking put hands on all you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna talk shit about that. I said, look, anybody can be with it regardless of what one did. You could be with it at any moment if you've always been about it. Whatever choices you made, that's your choice for at that current moment. Whether it's a bitch move, a sorry move, or a fucking rat move, whatever it may be, that's the move that you made. It doesn't define you overall as a man. You know, that's like the youngster that fucking when they're 18, 17 ran from in battle. Yet later on, they grow some balls and they have heart. That whole old incident's not going to define them for the rest of their life. And see, we give too much into titles and listen to what the individual's capable of doing. You know, and when you do that, you're putting a mask over your eyes because you're not seeing the whole fucking picture. You're not seeing what really is in front of you. And that's a very dangerous place to be. What's up with everybody, man? Yeah, it's been a pretty decent live, man. I respect a lot. I respect the South, but I'm not going to dick ride the South either, though. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And I don't think people have ever appreciated that about me, that I've never fucking caved in when these other podcasters who've never even been to prison have taken shots because of mainly at the Northerners because they're labeled as dropouts or whatnot. And yet it's okay for them to sit there and sometimes make comments towards Northanians that are kind of like Boza's done it, all kinds of cats have done it. So I don't forget where I come from, but I do respect those that are from down south, Sudanos, Southerners, who walk a righteous path and know how to treat people on a man-to-man level. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I have no issues. But I'm not going to forget where I come from no matter what. That's just not going to happen. You know? I've never had any ill will or hate towards any of the Garnales or towards the movement or the NF, right? It's because of those that were in position, man. I have my opinion of them. They fucking allowed a fucking dude that should have been on Megan's Law. If you allow a dude that should have been on Megan's Law, then you're just as guilty as them, right? That's my opinion. You ain't getting no love from me. But it's like I said, there's always been favoritism. There's some people that were locked up in their cases. You shake your fucking head, man. And the back history of some of these cases, you shake your head. Stuff that's just, it irks me to this day. Some of the stuff that I know, you know what I mean. And then people look at them sometimes as, and it's not none of the dudes in the feds or just some people have caught in certain cases. You know what I mean? So it's all about favoritism and money. That's it. You guys are too much sometimes. Yeah, the roster of unity sounds good to people who've never really gangbanged or lived down that life, right? Or been to prison. But the truth of it is, it'll never exist until you drop the labels, and those labels haven't been dropped. So there's no discussion of it. Can Rasa coexist with respect? Yeah. I mean, you know, it's just like there ain't gonna be no fucking anybody that really comes from the ashes as far as being a community leader if you're still trying to associate fucking with that gang lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It just isn't gonna happen. Nobody's gonna want to put any energy or money into you if you still left to live by the street code, but you're not really living by that street code. You're just pretending. You know, I'm not even gonna go into those situations. You guys know those situations that happen. Like you can't be a leader from that. If you're gonna be a leader and you want to sit there and propel your community and give some type of uprise that's really gonna truly help Hampton, you can't judge anybody in front of you. You can't be about that gang lifestyle, and you got to have only one message and apply to all. Not that Chicano rap, just the Southerners or the Rasa, and they're only talking about down south. No, that's not going to work. You got to have someone that can lead for everybody. What's up, Faith Hope? And that's just my opinion. And it would be a good thing, but it. They can come from the gang lifestyle. They can come from fucking have a past there, or they could talk to the gangs, but they have to sit there and fucking say, look, either I'm gonna be about the gente in the community, or I'm not, because otherwise they're playing both sides. And when you start to play both sides like that, you already got someone that's in your back pocket in every move that you make, so you can never be trusted. So until you push all that shit aside and focus on what really is about the betterment of the gente, then others may gravitate towards it because you're not fucking tainted, you're not false, you're not fucking misrepresenting, you're not hating, because there's some dudes out there that have some good ideals, right? Or they have good talks and they have good discussions, right? But they can't let go of being part of the street code or gangs, or you know what I mean? You're not going to get nobody that way. You know what I'm saying? It just isn't going to happen. If you want to fucking be some type of leader, man, you got to let all that shit go, but being willing to work with them. Jerry and Carlos. Which one? Which Carlos? Oh, yeah. What's up with my boy? Yeah, Jerry's still doing life, man. Carlos is home. Carlos, motherfucker, if you watching, Carlos, hit me up, man. You called me one time since you got out. That's like that situation that happened to fucking Jenny 69, man. That right there is the type of fucking behavior, man, that fucking, what did Rico call it? Fucking, no disrespect, fucking scrap-up behavior, right? That's exactly what it was. When you're oppressing, that's not how Sudanos act. That's not how Sudanos I know. Real Sudanos was solid. They were righteous. They wouldn't fucking try to dictate or fucking wait till the numbers are high. But that whole situation with her, that was fucked up what they did with her. You know what I'm saying? She's not from that life. The fucking worst excuse I heard was, you know what I'm saying, was that she was trolling gangs or trolling. I said, what the, you got motherfuckers that do that shit all day. All fucking day. That was a dumb situation, man. And that just goes to show that when people think that they're on a pedestal superior to everyone else, that they could just do what they want to do. And that's the kind of shit that I ain't with. I was never with. I don't like bullies. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit make me want to take off my shirt and fucking reactivate. Whether she cloud chasing or not, it doesn't matter. She didn't deserve that. She's not with that life. You know? And that dude with I mean, there's probably a little bit fucking. She may have put a 2 on a 1. I don't know, a little bit, but I mean, at the same time, there's probably a lot of truth to what you heard, though. Yeah, exactly. There's no reason for it, but the way that motherfucker, what's his name, Downer, fucking, what's his name? Come on, man, lean like a cholo, dude. That was something else, man. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off this. Much respect to everybody that's on here. Pancho Zapata, I like your story. Yeah, it was a pretty good live, man. I'm stable somewhere. That's the thing, man. I can't really do it in the house because I haven't got all the stuff. I have a studio right now. You know what I mean? So until I'm hoping, hopefully, it ain't gonna be this month because October was pretty bad. Hopefully next month, I'm gonna be able to get some things to help out with the reaction channels and whatnot, man. But I'll be still working hard, guys, and I'm focused. My mind's right. I got people trying to drag me down, and it's unfortunate. Um, and I'm not even talking about the YouTube stuff, but I'm still gonna get through it and do the best I can. I got court next week too, so I hope you guys all pray for me, man. That's it. I'm gone.